3 rope drops in one day. Is that going to be possible? How is that possible? We'll get into it, but right now we got to keep up with the track stars. See you at Hagrids. Wait, we're going through. Good morning from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, Biscuits, where we are attempting one of the craziest things I've ever done in a park day, period. We are attempting 3 rope drops in one day. Jeremy, how is that, Biscuit? How is that even possible? Well, it's possible here when you have early entry into Islands of Adventure. We're going to get into that and explain that, but first, we got to grab a coffee. Let's go. And in no time at all, coffee acquired. 1 sip. Here we go. Ooh, you know what? I've only been doing the iced coffee with a shot of espresso. The cold brew is much more concentrated. It's definitely stronger, but I don't do the cold brew because it's more expensive. I do the iced coffee. Anyway, back to the point. Biscuits, we're doing 3 rope drops today. I am going to need all of this first and foremost, but let's get into how that is going to be possible here at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. First of all, my day started a little later than I wanted to. Look, I'm a professional snoozer at the end of the day. I'm not really a morning person, but my love for coffee and rope drop fuels me when I'm at the parks. Anywho, so I got up about like a little before 6:30, but got myself together and out the door around 6:45. I made it here to security at 7:08. They opened security here at 7 a.m. And now we are walking over to the annual pass entrance, which I've talked a lot about on the short form apps, but the benefits that you get here at Universal Studios as a pass holder are unbelievable. One of the perks being pass holders in the morning have their own entrance, get a little bit of a head start. So when you're going to rope drop Hagrids first thing in the morning, that really, really helps and is very beneficial. So we're heading over to that entrance right there. And that's where we're going to be starting this morning, Hagrids. My plan is going from Hagrids to maybe a couple rides on VelociCoaster, assuming both attractions are up, and then making it back to the rope over by the Incredible Hulk, where they drop that rope at 8:50. So first rope drop, 7:50 a.m. Second rope drop, 8:50 a.m. And then you're probably thinking, where are you going next? Are you going to Universal Studios? No, I might be going, I say might, we'll see. I might be going to Epic Universe, which has a 10 a.m. opening. I'm not staying at Orlando Resort, so I don't have early entry. So Epic Universe may be my 3rd rope drop today, but you're gonna have to stay tuned. I haven't bought my ticket yet. There are still tickets available, and I haven't yet because the weather is really iffy today, and with all the moisture and humidity I can feel in the air, I'm a little concerned. If you didn't know, Epic Universe is not a park that you want to be at in the rain because hardly any of the attractions can operate. So that concentrates people into, I believe, 3 open attractions that you have available to you when you go to Epic and there is rain and weather. So I do not want to endure that, let alone for the price tag that it is to get in there. But for now, we have made it over to Islands of Adventure and we are heading over. You know what, already the AP pass line isn't bad. It is a Sunday, so I expected it to be a little bit more hustling and bustling, and while that is definitely the case over here, that is not the case over here. So even though we are, let's call it 12 to 15 people deep, we are still gonna get in with plenty of time and get a great spot in the lineup to make it over to Hagrids. And the goal, not to be first, just to be on one of the first couple trains. And then from there, we're gonna head over to VelociCoaster. But for now, I gotta make some progress on my coffee. I'm gonna get myself centered and grounded. And the next time you see me, I will be inside of the gates and we will be on our way to Hagrids. So, see you soon! Biscuits, it's 7:45 a.m. They have scanned us in, and this is what I mean. So, this is currently where we are standing near the entryway. They have their first family of the day. They do this every morning, which I love, and they open the park. But then here is going to be the main entrance where everybody is going to be standing that's a resort guest or on a day ticket. So the fact that this is a pass benefit is genuinely insane and something that helps so much, especially when you're going to Hagrid's first thing in the morning. That being said, as you are going to the rides, if you can or someone can refresh your tip board so you can see if Hagrid's is going to be delayed or not, because sometimes that can happen. You never know. I'm going to be trying to do that on our way while it's recording, and then also make sure to have your ticket available. So because you do have to go through a checkpoint over here and show them either your pass or your ticket that has early entry. So that's going to be it for now. I will see you amidst the rope drop. I'm going to record the entire thing so you can see the pathway and maybe even see the chaos. The question always becomes, how many track stars? Well, dears, we're going to have to find out. I will see you at the rope drop. Wait, we're already inside the park. It's a rope. There's no rope. Anyway, I'll see you amidst the speedwalk sachet. See you soon.
Adventures in waiting room, but first, we must open the park. And to help us to...
Oh boy. And off we go! go. Oh my goodness, there are lots of track stars today, biscuits. Here we go. Biscuits, we're at Universal Studios, 3 rope drops in 1 day. Is that gonna be possible? How is that possible? We'll get into it, but right now we gotta keep up with the track stars. See you at Hagrids. And yes, I am currently recording another video as well. I'm probably going to edit that out though. And then just a heads up, we're gonna go up here to the right by Seuss Landing. And then that is where you are going to need to show your next form of early entry. Your next form, what is this, the DMV? My goodness. And then also, I am probably going to speed this up a little bit just to get there a little bit faster, but you will still at least have an idea of what the route is. So here is going to be that checkpoint. Please hold, I will be right back. And now we continue through Seuss Landing. Thank you. I am so sorry if most of it is you having to listen to me pant my way through this. My goodness! But please do not run. When you get there this early, the line isn't going to be bad. There are so many trains. It's relatively high capacity unless they're delayed. So please just take your time, keep your family together, and get there safely. I promise I'm gonna edit that out. Who knows? Maybe I won't. I don't know. Also, I'm curious. Oh, I hear Hagrid. Thank goodness. Also, I'm curious to know when the Christmas decorations, the holiday decorations, are gonna be going up here in Hogsmeade. They haven't hit yet. I was here last night, but Hogsmeade during the holidays, it is gorgeous. Good morning. Getting to walk into Hogsmeade first thing, especially when it's a little bit gray out with the what am I saying? This view is just gorgeous, stunning. We're here, we made it. All right, so biscuits, Hagrids is open, but here's the thing. Most of these resort guests have express pass, so you have to keep it stepping through the queue so you can get to the merge point before a lot of the resort guests get there, because sometimes on occasion you will get blocked. Now up here, there is also a single rider merge that you can do, but if you're with your family, just go through. Do not all go into the single rider line, but that is an option if you are here solo, or if you're with another friend and you don't mind splitting up. But Hagrids is up, it's ready to go, and I'm so excited! And then here's Hogwarts. This is typically where I try to do a selfie. It never really goes well. I'm gonna try it right now. Hogwarts shot. Nailed it! Here is going to be where the lightning lane goes down to the merge. But we just gotta keep stepping, biscuit. But here's the moment of truth. Let's go see if single rider is available. If it is, I might take, no, it's not. So this is where, if you can catch it during the day, where single rider is, this is right here where you will go if the single rider line is available. It's about to get really dark inside. Let me turn this around really quick. It's about to get really dark inside, so let's see how far we can make it in, and hopefully we will make it past the merge and we'll be good to go. But for now, in we go. Come on, you can do it! In we go, see you at the ride. So we had a very slight hold up. The chain over here was actually still up. So the team member just came and let the chain down, and into the depths of the ride that we go. Hopefully we'll still make it before some of the express passes, but it's gonna be a tight call. But for now, we are heading into what I like to call spelunking. This is like part 15, the remix at this point, and hopefully we'll make it up to the merge in time. So let's see. And then this was the cost of the chain, so they're letting Express go. We did not make it before the chain, but with how many people are not coming in this direction right now, hopefully they'll let us go soon. But either way, the ride is right around the corner. And just like that, biscuits, we made it. I'll see you after Hagrids. Biscuits at just 8:05. We are off. It's 8:06 now. We are off Hagrids and on our way to VelociCoaster. I do have to check to see and make sure that it's open, but then also just so you can get an idea of what it looks like over here, I'm gonna walk around over to Hippogriff and then also Forbidden Journey so you can see, first of all, this unbelievable view but then also to see that you're not going to have to wait for these first couple my goodness, Jeremy, you're slaying it this morning, baby, that you're not going to have to wait. Could you go through the single rider line for Forbidden Journey? Yes, it is a shorter walk, but go through the queue. It's beautiful, it's immaculate. There's a lot of things to see. 10 minutes, that's gonna be a walk on. And then Hippogriff right now is actually on a delay, so this is not running, but I say knock out Hippogriff early if you can, because it's very low capacity. So later in the day, especially on a weekend or during the holiday season, Hippogriff gets a really long line because there's only one train that they can operate. So if you can knock that out in the earlier morning, if you have early entry, especially for the younger biscuits, do it so you don't have to do it later in the day. But for now, on our way to VelociCoaster, after once again we get to take in this stunning view of Hogwarts, which first thing in the morning, as you can see, is completely empty. So I actually get to have, wait, I gotta find it. There it is. There we go. We actually get to have our little Hogwarts moment in our Hogwarts shot. Stunning, gorgeous, but we gotta go. Welcome to Jurassic Park, where I just saw them send a train for VelociCoaster and it was empty, which tells me that it's on a delay. Nope, it says 10 minutes, so they may have just opened it recently. So VelociCoaster, I'm gonna try to get 2 laps, but remember, we have to make it to the front of the park before they rope drop, before they move the gates. They have a gate there before we gate to drop. We're gonna get gates. What does that mean? I don't know. At 8:50. So another thing that I love about here at Universal Studios is there's a 10-minute grace period. So even though the park for early entry opens at 8, they release people at 7:50, so some people can get on the ride at 8. Again, pending delays, you just never know. So I love that, and I think that it is another thing that kind of sets this park apart from others, is that you have that allowance, assuming the ride is open. But again, rides can be down, you just never know. But for now, Veloci is up at a 10-minute wait, which should hopefully be a walk-on. So we'll see you after. Or no, we won't see you after. I'm gonna take you into the line, and then I'll see you once I have to put you in the locker. Here we go. Yeah! And I think that might have been the first train of the day since I just saw an empty train. But I love this entryway. It is just so amazing. Do you have a favorite raptor? Blue, Echo, Delta, Charlie. This is actually the train that goes speeding past you that the raptors do chase. It's amazing. Oh, this is where we get to see one of the loves of my life, BD Wong. Hey BD, love you! Alright biscuits, this is where I have to leave you. Into the locker you go. Every single thing has to go in. You can either use your park ticket to scan, but then keep that with you, or you can ask the attendants for a ticket. But for now, into the locker you go. See you after the ride. Biscuits, we're off ride number 1. It's just 8:19 at the moment. They're already running, I don't know if you can hear me, they're already running 4 trains, so there is no line up at the station. It's pretty much just walking straight on. So we are for sure, what is my gimbal doing? My goodness! So we're gonna try to get 1 more ride for sure, if not 2, but remember, we have, wait, I can't do math. What is it, 30 minutes to get to the front? We have 30 minutes to get to the front, so let's see if we can knock out maybe even 2 more rides. Once again, into the locker you go, and I will, hold on, wait for it, my goodness, hello, there we go, into the locker you go. I will see you after our second ride. Bye! It's currently 8:34, and we are off not only ride number 2, but ride number 3. I'm gonna put my glasses on, and ride number 3 was because of the team members here. Team members, thank you so much for everything. You are the reason why, first of all, I love these parks. I've been coming here since I can remember, practically diapers, and just what you do to enhance the day and make it as good as it is every time I'm here, and how kind and welcoming you are to the people that come through the gates. It makes a world of difference. Thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to go on again, and for just completely making my morning. I love y'all, and y'all make sure to take care of your team members here. What you can do is give them what's called a fist bump. So you can do that on the social media platforms, Twitter, the Book of Face, Instagram, and basically all you need to do, I need to make sure that I have the correct, I have to make sure that I have the correct hashtag for it. But basically, you go onto that platform, and all you need to know is the name of the team member and the attraction that they are at. And what I love about this is you can shout them out any way that you want to. You can say whatever you want, how they enhanced their day, how they enhanced your day, made your day better, etc. And then you just add the hashtag wait a minute, see, this is why I need my notes. Fist bump. So, the cast member, oh my goodness, Jeremy, we are not there. The team member, the attraction that they're at, how they enhance your day, a nice little note for them, and then hashtag you owe fist bump. So make sure you are taking care of those team members that are taking care of you. Speaking of, we now have time to be able to not so chaotically have to rush over to the Hulk gate, which I think is going to be pretty wild as is. There's a lot of overflow traffic coming into the park right now of resort guests still, but this bought us a lot of time. We have a little less than 20 minutes to get to the gate, and that is sometimes it's been right down to the wire, like I walked up and they removed the gate and you go. So we get to breathe a little bit, but this has been one of the best mornings, and they don't all go this way. Whether rides are delayed, they don't open on time, etc. So between one ride on Hagrids and 3 rides on VelociCoaster at Rope Drop 1, you really can't ask for too much more. And then we are just doing the Incredible Hulk because we gotta hustle our buns out of here to make it to that gated epic as soon as we can. Here's what's gonna be against us. The fact that we are going to be late to the gate. Typically, if I was just going to Epic, knowing that I don't have early entry, I would be at the park an hour early at least. We do not have that luxury today because I am cuckoo crazy. So we're just gonna do the best that we can. So hopefully it comes up on time. We're good to go. I might even take a Lyft or an Uber over there, but we'll have to see. But for now, I will see you over at the gate for Incredible Hulk. Okay, listen, we're not at Hulk yet, but I had to bring the camera back out so you can see the sheer volume of still resort guests that are coming into the park. Over here at the bridge, I know it doesn't look that bad, but you did not see the swarm of people that I just walked past, and that I'm gonna show you the corral of day guests that are over here waiting for the gates to open in 10 minutes. Stay tuned. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so Hulk is testing, this is a great thing, and then this is gonna be the corral where they hold the day guests if you do not have early entry, and it is deep. I'm gonna see if I can show you the other side over here. These are still people that are trying to have their passes checked to be able to come in, and then again, this is going to be the line of people, and most of these people are gonna be headed to Hagrid's, rope dropping a line. Do I suggest you do that? No, I do not. I suggest that you save Hagrid's till the end of the day, and then go back at the end of the night and do a night ride instead, because by the time you get there, I promise you, the line is going to be over 2 hours long. Do not do that to yourself. Go do something else. VelociCoaster is going to be a great option. Because again, look at all these people. It is wild. So Biscuits, we are at, oh no, what's happening? We are at the second rope drop. We're about to go. Have your ticket ready. So when you get to the locker, you can throw your things in very easily. And also, people were forming a line over to the left. Don't do that. Just come up to the gate and be ready to go. All right, on we go. We'll see you soon.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day. Oh my goodness, where am I looking? All right, Biscuits, here we go. Rope drop number 2. I'll see you after Hulk. Yeah. Ooh. All right, no, seriously, I gotta put you all away to go into the locker. See you after the ride. Daddy Hulk, I'm coming. I'm sorry you had to listen to that, but again, we are headed into the locker. Every one of your belongings must go into the locker. So with that, I'll see you after Hulk. Bye. Biscuits, it's currently 9:02. We currently, hello, we officially have less than an hour to make it to Epic. My goodness! So we're gonna try to handle this one of two ways. Either the bus, or we're just gonna take a Lyft or an Uber. Thankfully, I can pick up one or the other in the exact same location. I think. I've never tried this before. So for now, I'm gonna let y'all go until we get outside of the park, and then we'll talk about this more. If not, see you at Epic. No, I'll see you before that. I think. I'm not sure. I'll see you outside of the park. Oh boy, the amount of people that are coming into the park right now is staggering. So I'm very glad to be leaving, because I could just tell that, especially just with the weekend, and I think it's also kind of like a holiday weekend, it is going to be very, very busy today. But we are actually going to be heading over here to all bus transportation to then try to have a great day. Thank you. To try to hop on the bus, or at least ask when the bus could potentially be here before I commit to stay. If it could be a while, then I'm going to go and use a shared ride, not a shared ride, but a Lyft or an Uber, just to try to get over there a little bit quicker, because I also don't know what traffic is going to be like. So for now, we are going to head down to the buses and see if we can get an idea of when we might be able to hop. Wait a minute, that's the bus. Oh, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Ah, okay, I'll see you at the bus. Biscuits, we made it on the bus to Epic. We got very, very lucky. It's a little after 9, so I think it's around like 9:10. I didn't check for sure, but we'll see how long it takes us to get over there. But for now, it's looking good. I think we're gonna make it. So I'll see you over at Epic.
just before 9:30 and we have made it to Epic Universe. Yeah! I am so excited. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. A completely new park with so many experiences ahead. I'm gonna get scanned in. I don't know where I'm gonna go first, probably either Monsters or Stardust, but either way, it is gonna be an unbelievable day that I'm gonna take you along with as much as I can for my very first time here at Epic. So let's get scanned in and I'll see you inside. We made it! And I've just been standing here taking this in, even though I know I have to keep it pushing because we don't have a lot of time, but just being here is so, I'm really emotional just because I know that this has been a long time coming, and it's again just, it's taken a lot of work and a lot of effort and sacrifice to get here, and it's been one of the most incredible journeys that I have been on, and this has been one of the parks that I've been looking forward to most. So to finally get to be here and to get to experience it, even with the potential rain incoming, I'm just truly grateful. So to all of you that are still out there watching, y'all are the realest. I love you. Thank you for your support, and let's go have an incredible day here at Epic Universe. Yeah! We are in, and here's what we are not going to do. We are not going to do what everybody else is doing, and here's what everybody else is doing. They're going to Ministry of Magic, and they are going to Minecart Madness. I'll be honest, I don't have high expectation for Minecart, so that is a very low priority ride. I would love to get on it at some point, and probably single rider. It's going to rain today at some point, and when it rains here at Epic Universe, there are like only 3 attractions that are open. Ministry, Monsters, Constellation Carousel, there might be another. So we are going to try to knock out as many of the outdoor attractions as we can, and that is going to start with Stardust Racers, one of my most anticipated rides. People have been trying to compare this and VelociCoaster. Which one's better? Who knows? I don't know. But we are going to find out today. So over to Stardust Racers we go, and I think we're going to start, people tend to say the green is the better track, so we are going to start with yellow, assuming it's open, and then go to green. And listen, I'm going to try to get some B-roll, but the B-roll may just have to wait today because I have no idea what the rain is going to do, when it's going to get here, how long it's going to stay. So we got to keep it pushing. But this already, it's massive. Wow, standing up right next to it already is incredible. In the queue, and we are going to go onto the yellow side. I don't know where the merge happens, so for now, I'm going to let you all go because I do have to put you in a locker. Oh, and also, PS, by the way, everything here is facial recognition, which is amazing for the locker, so you're not going to need a card. But for now, first ride, Stardust Racers. I'll see you after! Biscuits, listen, we're gonna talk about this more, but I gotta keep it stepping because it's already starting to rain. But Stardust Racers, first of all, team members, thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got on green and red. It's still pretty much a walk-on right now, which is fabulous. I started green and red, green and yellow. I started on yellow and I went to green, both of which I did in the back row. And I'm torn, especially in comparing this to VelociCoaster, but here's what I'm going to say. From the back row, just to base off my first 2 rides, yellow's the winner. And the key difference between green and yellow is going to be that inversion that happens. Green, you go into the inversion as you're going up the camelback. Yellow, you come out of the inversion, or you go down off of the camelback into the inversion. So green is up into the inversion, and then yellow is down with the inversion. And for me, back row going down in the inversion, forget about it. It's very similar to if you've been on Iron Gwazi, like they call it like the death roll that happens on Iron Gwazi. It's very similar to that, one of my favorite inversions that's ever been created. So for that reason, back row, I think it goes to yellow. I really think it does, which might be controversial. And then in comparison to VelociCoaster, it's so hard to pick because what VelociCoaster does well is the airtime, the pacing, just the elements of surprise with the launches, and it's just relentless from start to finish. In Stardust has kind of like a double launch at the beginning. It launches you and then it launches you again, and then the airtime is unbelievable throughout the entirety of the ride, especially in the back row. And then that one inversion is fabulous. It's a very long coaster. But the thing is I think VelociCoaster is a little bit more intense, at least in the back row, than Stardust Racers is. And I think if Stardust did not have the dueling element, and it was just these 2 standalone coasters, would they be fabulous coasters? They absolutely would be. It would not be as good as VelociCoaster. The dueling aspect of this is just, it's unlike anything like I've experienced in Dueling Dragon or Twisted Colossus when it duels. The dueling makes this coaster what it is. It's not necessarily the standalone attraction itself. And for that, you know, it's one or the other. Stardust is phenomenal because of that.
but also VelociCoaster as a standalone ride is just second to none. So I don't know, I still have to go in the front row, but right now it's starting to rain. So all of the outdoor attractions are gonna shut down. That's what I was afraid of and why I didn't want to come today. So I think we're gonna start heading over to Monsters Unchained because all of these outdoor attractions are now gonna close down, but we gotta get moving because it's starting to pour. Okay, I'll see you over at Dark Universe. Biscuits, I wasn't able to film my way in because it is quite literally in a downpour, but it's a 10-minute wait, so I'm thinking it's gonna be a walk-on. This was the call to make. I am currently, you can't really see me because my gimbal is going all over the place, but I am soaked, 100%. I was able to take my socks off because I have shoes that are like water resistant, so my socks will hopefully stay dry. But for now, we are gonna get on Monsters Unchained, one of the rides I've been looking forward to the most. So here we go! Listen, I've only seen a quarter of this queue so far, and I'm already blown away. I barely made it past the entrance, and now we are going up these iconic stairs to goodness knows where's next. Is the pre-show up here? I don't know. I've never been. However, it is looking grand as we are moving up the stairs. This is truly unbelievable. Wow. Well, it looks like this is going to be maybe the pre-show area. I don't know. We'll find out. Again, theming, beyond. Oh, you're not even looking at it because my gimbal, once again, was doing its own thing. That is a bat. My goodness. Are we getting close to Frankenstein? When am I going to see Bride? Where are the shoes going to be? We'll find out.
I am Igor. Yes? Don't look at that. This is just the emergency function. According to plan. I'm ready for that. Yes, doctor. The doctor will see you now.
Show them.
And what's doctor?
Lower the lights, quickly. Now, these people are friends.
All right, Biscuits, into the locker you go. I will see you after our first ride on Monsters Unchained. Yeah! I'm blown away. A lot of people say that this is the best dark ride they've ever been on, and I understand why. I have to go on this a few more times, but here's what I'm going to say initially. This is the scale of this ride. I don't know if there's any other dark ride that has it, to be completely honest. Granted, I know that there are a lot more out there in the world that I have to go on. It is a beautiful homage to classic Universal horror characters. This ride is brilliantly done. Did I already say that? I'm pretty sure I did. The animatronics are the best animatronics I've ever seen on a ride, without question, for the most part. And then there are moments on this ride that are genuinely terrifying. Just the scares and how things pop out and how the vehicle moves. It is, I'm blown away. Is it the best dark ride I've ever ridden? I've ridden it once, so I'm gonna have to ride it some more. But initially, I'm thinking yes, but for now, we gotta keep it moving, especially now that the sun came out and the weather has decided to like chill out a little bit. So we're gonna go head over to Curse of the World, we're gonna head to Curse of the Werewolf next, another roller coaster, and we're gonna continue to try to now knock out a lot of the outdoor attractions. Because it is going to rain again, it is just a matter of when. All right, we are into the queue. I did not see a wait time, so we're gonna have to see. This is another attraction that does have a single rider line, so I may have to go back and try that. I know nothing about this roller coaster. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what it does. I mean, I know the manufacturer. I know the style of roller coaster it is, but aside from that, I know nothing. So I'm excited to experience it. For now, I'm gonna let you go, and then I will see you as soon as we get off Curse of the Werewolf. All right, see you in a bit. Off Curse of the Werewolf, we were in like the first row, so like the front car. The ride does spin, and not really. I mean, we really didn't spin that much, but it does spin. So like you become like the first row and the second row. You're backwards, you're forwards. I didn't know that this had a swing launch. Basically, if you don't know what that means, basically it launches forwards and backwards and forwards. So that was a really nice surprise. But as a whole, if I waited more than like 20-30 minutes for this not knowing, I'd be a little let down because it's a very short ride. But that being said, it's out of compact space. The queue, I really enjoyed the theme. The front side is terrifying, and it's a cute coaster. This is very family friendly in my opinion. If you don't like spinning, ride with caution, but as a whole, I enjoyed it. Do I have to go on it again today? No, probably not. Maybe single rider, I'll have to see what that looks like, but for now we gotta keep it pushing. We are headed to the realm, to the portal
that I'm the most excited about. Morse Slay, baby. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Igor.
Like what you see, huh?
That,
This one, maybe this.
that is an unbelievable leg you have
Yeah,
there.
no, she's a beaut, huh?
She's stunning.
Are you here for the auction for later?
There's an auction?
Yeah.
Wait, what are we auctioning?
I think
What's happening here?
these are spoken for by Holly Dolan, a little girl, child, a little lab rat.
Oh my God.
Who's going to buy them for her PB&J, she said.
Oh.
These are for martinis, this is for sale. I need new lab equipment.
Those are eyeballs.
What is your point?
Those are for martinis?
Yeah, of course.
That's, I don't know, is that sanitary?
Yes, of course. Where do you get? Yeah, they're in formaldehyde and all the other fun chemicals to keep them fresh. They're pickled.
Pickled formaldehyde?
You need to try it, man. You need to try it. It's okay. And
oh.
this is a lot of money. It is a scrap of parchment from the mummy and ox on the moon. Okay.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
really?
So the starting bidding price is $1,000.
$1 grand.
$1 grand.
$1 grand. $1,000.
Hopefully to go higher, but we're going to start it at $1,000.
I know, that's on me. I think that's going to be a little too high of a price.
Well, listen,
But
if you
thank
change your
you.
mind, if you change
Maybe
your
next
mind,
time.
I'll be here, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bye. Well, that was completely unexpected. I think I'm going to leave Igor to himself. And we are not going to be trying any of that because I would like to be able to enjoy the rest of my day. Just have a sneaking suspicion that one martini over there is going to ruin the rest of my day. So for now, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get to safer pastures, and that safer pasture is going to be the Isle of Berk. I'll see you there. We have to take another moment since we are now not running through this at alarming rate because of the rain, but just the detail, especially since it's a little gloomy with the haze. This is just gorgeous beyond words. I'm quite literally at a loss. Where am I? This is one of the most unbelievable theme park transitions I have seen. You feel you're in a completely different universe, and that's the point. Epic, hello! Our next portal awaits, and it happens to be my most anticipated portal yet. We are headed into Berk, and look, I've been a How to Train Your Dragon fan for so long, and the fact that this is now here in existence, and that you can meet Toothless and get to experience all these unbelievable things here that this portal has to offer, like, are you kidding me? And that is going to be where we are going to be heading first. I'm so excited to get to ride this. Oh my goodness, Hiccup's wing glider. I think it's going to be incredible. I'm at a loss. It's so beautiful. This is just captured so perfectly. I really can't stay and admire it too long because, as you can see, it could rain at any moment, but I am just truly blown away. This is unbelievable. Okay, y'all, let's get the Hiccups. We made it into queue. It says 55 minutes. I don't know. Like, I honestly feel like there's no way this is going to be 55 minutes. Y'all know better than I if you've been here, but here's the thing. It's starting to rain again, so I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see, but for now, we're going to try waiting it out and see if we can make it on. We're already through to the merge, and it is currently, please hold, it is currently 11:37, so not bad. Into the locker you're going. I'll see you after. Just 11:48, and we are off Hiccups, and wow. First of all, the coaster is great. The coaster alone, a lot of people also compare this to Hagrids a lot. Hagrids is for sure the better ride, in my opinion. Granted, I've only been on it once, and that was in the back row. Oh no, it's gotten so dark, dears. My goodness. Sorry about that brief interlude, but we have since moved out of the chaos. Look, Hagrids as a whole is going to be the better coaster. Granted, again, I've only been on this once and in the back row. The back row was a lot of fun. But what this coaster does so well is, between getting to see Hiccup and Toothless, and then the egg section of the ride, this ride accomplishes so many things that I love about roller coasters. It's very family friendly. A lot of varying degrees of ride tolerances can ride this and have a great time. There are some intense elements, but to its core, I think it is a family roller coaster. Beautiful storytelling, incredible animatronics. I knew that this was going to be one of my favorite rides in the park without question, and I think that is still going to stand. Unbelievable ride, loved it. But now it's time to get some food. We have some cones to get to. Let's head there. Are you kidding me? These look and smell delicious, and for $33, I really hope that they are, but I'm excited. This is a lot of food. I know I can hold it both in one hand, but this is going to be a lot of food, but my concern is going to be the bread to everything else ratio, but thankfully the bread looks like it is seasoned for the gods. Here's a look at what we have here. So this first one, boy, this is going to be the PB&J, and here's going to be a look at that full cone, and then behind it, boy, hold on one sec, please hold, there we go. Here's going to be a look at the Snoggletog. I don't know. Again, these have been so hyped. People seem to love them universally, no pun intended. So with that, we're gonna get into it. Let's go find a place to sit down and give it a try. We gotta move quickly between my horrific setup here with holding them in between my legs, and also it's starting to rain. Here's gonna be the Snoggletog, the brand new one. Here we go. Wait a minute. Genuinely blown away. I was not expecting to really enjoy this for a couple different reasons. Number one, it's mac and cheese, first of all, in what looks to be like a garlic bread cone. But the stuffing is delicious. It is seasoned for the gods. There's a little bit of sweetness with the jam, with the sweet potatoes. Yes, the mac and cheese is like a little bit chewy, but as a whole, this is fabulous. I'm gonna give it, the music here is so loud, my goodness! I'm gonna give this like an 8.6 out of 10. Let's get into the PB&J. Again, it's gonna be that pork, the bacon. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling it everywhere. Here we go. Yep, she's it. Yeah. She's that girl. Yep. Hold up. Mac and cheese is still fine throughout, but that pulled pork, it is so tender and nicely sliced. It's not overly sweet. They didn't over sauce it. I have somebody that does love sauce. And I just wish that there was more. That's gonna be my only complaint with this, is that you get a lot of the mac and cheese and the bread, you don't get a lot of the everything else. So just keep that in mind. But when it's all combined and when it's all there, this is spectacular. I'm gonna give it like a 9.2 out of 10. It is worth the hype. I really enjoy this. And yeah, this is worth the get. And it is, I understand, it's not gonna be for everybody. Without question, it's not gonna be for everybody, but I personally really enjoy it and think it lived up to the expectation that I had. So, there you have it. Last thing I'm gonna say is the lower you go in the cone, the worse it gets. Just because there really isn't a lot happening down there, it just becomes bread and mac and cheese, and there's not a lot of flavor there towards the bottom. So if they could somehow make that the case where you could add a little bit of those flavors from the top and like kind of towards the middle, towards the bottom, it would be a knockout dish. But it basically goes from being like a high 8, 9 to honestly a middle of the road 5 and 6, just because it becomes super basic. That being said, I still think it's worth it. Absolutely give it a try, but just keep in mind that the lower you get, the more bland and boring it gets. But for now, on to the next. We've made it into Donkey Kong, but here's the thing. Again, I was not expecting to get on this today. 105 minutes at the moment. 105. The single rider line at the moment is closed just because it's at a capacity. So I'm gonna have to wait to see if they open that again. I am not gonna be waiting 105 minutes for that. So we're gonna keep it stepping. Maybe go see some of the attractions over in Super Mario. Maybe get on Yoshi, who knows? And then we're just gonna have to check back on this later. But for now, on to the next. And this right here is one of the reasons why I was not expecting to get on minecart today. They're not dumping the line. You can wait in line, but it currently just went on a weather delay. I believe this is what their concern is and what is coming this way. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Honestly, I might just wait this out and see what happens, because this will, if the ride does come back up, this will be my best opportunity to get on the ride all day. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a bit. Biscuits Mall.
This attraction has been temporarily closed for your safety.
And just like that, it went back down for weather. Oh no! But here's the positive note, is that here's where we are. So when the weather does clear out, hopefully we will get on soon. But once again, I do have to say, team members, love you, appreciate you, and thank you. With how far I've gotten, I'm just gonna wait it out at this point. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. So hopefully it won't be too long. Well, it's not gonna be long for you, but hopefully for me, it won't be too long before I see you again. So stay tuned. Well, y'all, we're outside, but we abandoned ship. Oh my goodness, it is so humid out. So look at these clouds behind us. It's not quite raining right now. There's lightning in the area and it is drizzling a little bit, and that's not going to be going anywhere for at least an hour. So I'm going to be able to come back in a little bit once the weather does clear out and it's a little bit better. But for now, we're going to move on. All the indoor attractions are open. Everything outdoor is closed. So we could do Ministry of Magic, which I haven't done yet, but I'm assuming that's going to have a pretty long line. Or we could just go to try to find one of the shows, which is what I think that we're going to do. So stay tuned. I'm going to figure it out. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you some more of Super Nintendo World. You know what? Here's what I will say. With the threat of the rain, I can imagine that this could be a whole lot more crowded. But right now, it's really not that bad. But just the scale of this in comparison to Florida, wow. Florida's, oh my goodness, to California's, where are we? Who am I? The scale to this in comparison to California, I mean, California, don't get me wrong, is stunning. It's incredible. But this is just on another level, and it's so cool to get to see. You know what? Mario Kart is only a 75-minute wait right now for standby, which isn't bad. They do have single rider, and a girlfriend of mine just did single rider not too long ago and said it only took about 10 minutes, which is great. But since we have that in California, I am probably going to skip that. I'm pretty sure it's a copy and paste. But for now, wait a minute. I think I went the wrong way. However, I did want to at least show you the overview. We're up here. Not only is it significantly more crowded, but it is a little bit more on the loud side. We're going to have to go back down. But then here's going to be the entire overview up here on this second tier, which, again, completely different from California. Yoshi's down due to the weather again, of course, but this is really just a spectacular sight to get to see and unbelievably well done. I may not be eating anything at Pizza Moon because I physically can't, just to how much I had in the Isle of Berk, but this is one of the most beautiful theme park restaurants I have ever seen. Just stunning! I also love the system. So essentially you wait in the line that's over on the other side of me, and then once you make it to the front, they're going to direct you to a table and you order everything through the app. So you have to have the Universal app, you'll mobile order it, and then once you're sitting down at your table, they will bring it to your table. It's a really solid system. Just kidding. My darling friend Holly is allowing me to try some of her pizza. I already took a bite of it. I'm so sorry, but we're going to pretend like I haven't done that, and we're trying this for the first time. One bite, here we go. Make believe. It's so tasty too, just like candy. Anyone know the reference? Anyway, the pizza's really good. I gave it like an 8.1. The cheese is creamy, the sauce isn't too sweet, which I really enjoy. It's more on the salty, savory side. I would for sure come here and get this again. Oh wait, I didn't even tell y'all what it's called. What is it called again, dear? I forgot too. Oh, the Nana Rosa pizza. It's kind of like a margarita caprese pizza. It's really delicious. It's really good. I would get it again. 8.1 out of 10. Bye. Here we are at the other attraction I was most excited about in this area, the Untrainable Dragon. This show looks unbelievable. I have avoided every potential spoiler. I don't know what to expect, but I am so excited, and we're gonna head into the show now. I'm so excited for the show. I'm pretty sure you cannot film during the show, so for now, I'm gonna say au revoir. Why au revoir? I'm not sure, but here we are, and I will see you after the show. Not me crying in the Untrainable Dragon show. Oh my god. From the second, first of all, I have to start with the drummers in the show. That's the show within the show. Make sure you are giving some of your attention to the drummers because they were putting on a theatrical spectacle of their own and they were so fun to watch. This show is stunning. It is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It is so well done. There's no better show in a theme park without question, and this outside of a theme park could stand alone and be very successful. There are other shows like at Disney, like Festival of the Lion King or Lion King at Disneyland Paris that I love just as much, but the scale here and everything that it has to offer, on top of having some really unbelievable music, incomparable sets and puppetry and animatronics, I am just blown away. Seeing this show was worth the ticket of what am I trying to say? Seeing this show was worth the ticket price alone. I would stay here and watch this show time and time again. It is a spectacle and it is unbelievable. Do not miss this show when you come here. This needs to be one of your top priorities coming to Epic Universe. Bravo, well done Universal Studios. I am quite literally blown away, and I'm gonna go now find some tissues. My goodness. There was no line to meet Bride and Frankie, so we're gonna do that. I'm not necessarily gonna record it, but I'll post a picture or pictures after we finish this. But yes, we're meeting Bride and Frankie. See you after. Now that is a meet and greet. The Bride and Frankie, they were hilarious. The costumes are so good, and just it was such a fun banter and interaction. On accident, we may have taught them Slay Queen. I still didn't really know, because this is what the kids are all doing nowadays. So inadvertently, me, the grown adult, tries to do it too. And then they were asking Holly if she was a queen because she's wearing a crown. And then that morphed and evolved into Slay Queen. So if you happen to meet Bride and Frankie and they tell you to Slay Queen,
I'm not going to say that we're responsible for that, but we may have been one of the reasons why that is now in their current vernacular. So that was such a fun meet and greet. Absolutely love that, and another must do here, especially when you're coming into the Dark Universe. You know, I really hope that this does not sound overly dramatic, but this genuinely feels like you have stepped out of the United States. Like, this feels like a completely different city, a completely different world. And again, I really haven't seen that much on social media because I try to avoid all of it as much as I can. But once again, they have spared no expense in creating a moment here. And this is just, I'm again blown away. I haven't done anything here. I have just walked in, but I think especially as the winter holidays continue forward, this is only going to get more beautiful. Wow! So we were going to go to Cirque, but it hit capacity. We got here about like 5-10 minutes before, so just keep that in mind. I'm not surprised that that is a very popular show and it hit capacity. And then right now, even with the rain and being one of the few attractions open, right now Battle at the Ministry is only a 75-minute wait, which really isn't too bad. And then it also does look like Single Rider Line, yes, is available. So this honestly might be something that I might try to do while we are waiting for that next show over at Cirque. So we're going to see. Line for Battle at the Ministry, currently 75 minutes, but we are going to try Single Rider. I have no gauge for how this is or is not, so hopefully it goes well, but we're going to have to see. Stay tuned. We just went through, oh no, what am I doing? We just went through the, that was amazing, okay. Oh my God. No way. Okay, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Wow, wow, wow. I don't know where we are going, but we're going somewhere, dears. This is insane. Do we keep going this way? I don't know. Listen, we're still moving and grooving. We made it to a chain, so I don't know if we're close, but I think we are. Deceiving, because you can't really gauge how long the line is until you get inside, and wow, is the line long, but I think we're really close. We are currently heading up the stairs. Biscuits, how much further do we have to go? Are we close? Is this where you board the ride? I'm not exactly sure. Oh wait, are we gonna go back down again? My goodness, we are earning all of it today. I'm not sure if you can hear me because I don't have my mic in, but we are already here. We're about to get on. It took only the length of time to walk to the attraction. There was no line for Single Rider at all, which honestly I'm kind of gagged by. But for now, on the Ministry we go. We'll see you after. Listen, I had low expectations going into this, but between the queue and just how beautiful it is, the fact that we were able to walk on, I thought the animatronics, I'm not going to spoil, but I thought the animatronics in this ride were real, and the use of practical sets along with, yes, it is a screened attraction, but it is some of the most lifelike, high-quality screens that I think I've ever seen on a ride. This is a really cool attraction. Is it going to be my favorite attraction in the park? No, it's not going to be, but it's really cool, and I'm excited to get back on it again. That was absolutely spectacular. Out of the next. Wait, we're going through. Look, honestly, that's never gonna get old. Wait, let's get Kitty's raw reaction to the ride. Kitty, what did you think?
It is, oh my God, breathtaking. I didn't know where to look.
You're
like,
correct.
just like things everywhere.
I thought the animatronics were real. I literally thought they were real. This may be genuinely the night ride I'm looking forward to the most already. It just looks beautiful, but when this gets full dark, I know that this is going to be spectacular. So excited to ride this. But for now, we have to make haste. I don't know what that saying is, but I learned it in elementary school. We got to make it over to Minecart Madness. I don't know what the weather is going to do, so we have to try to get on that before the weather can even think about turning. I don't know what the clouds are doing. I have no idea, but hopefully we're going to be able to get on it this time. This also looks so amazing at night, but I do have to say, it is so loud in here. The music, but look, the vibe is set. I'm living for the gig, and this ride looks really, really neat. There's a lot of mixed opinions on it, but I'm excited to hopefully get to experience it myself. But this looks like the express line, which, oh boy. So Biscuits, it's 5:55. We are in the line. I don't know how this is going to go. So they do say that the queue can be half of what the standby is if you're in express. So if it's 105 minutes, we could expect to be waiting 52.5 minutes. How I did that math off the top of my head, I have no idea, but here we are. Hopefully that is not going to be the case, but we're going to have to stay tuned. I will let you know when we get to the merge. 6:15, 6:14, my bad. We made it past the merge. We're about to get on. I don't want to jinx it until it actually happens, but hopefully the next time you see us, we will be on the ride. Kitty, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
Y'all, this ride is hilarious. It does not get a lot of love, I feel like, and I think part of it is because of the downtime. The other part of it is because it is such a long wait. Like right now it's still 105 minutes, but we made it through Express in a pretty short amount of time. And look, it is weird. The transitions are bizarre. This ride system is brilliant. I was laughing and giggling and kikiing the entire way through. I really love this attraction more than I thought I was going to. Hilarious, so much fun, and I'm actually really excited to get on it again. And dare I say, next time we come, I may actually have to rope drop this ride, but for now, on to the next.
Biscuits, I'm going to have to look back at the footage. Did I mention that we went on Curse of the Werewolf? Kitty hadn't gone on it. We actually got a back row ride. This is a night ride for sure. It was much more fun, but as far as the coasters go, I think it's going to be my least favorite roller coaster here. But it was better at night, and it was absolutely better in the back row. But for now, we're gonna finally get Kitty on Stardust Racers. But here's the thing, there is lightning and a big storm in the back, so I'm not sure. Hopefully it's far enough away that it's not gonna hinder us being able to get on the ride, but we're gonna have to wait and see. All right, y'all, into the locker you go. You know the drill. See you after.
Biscuits, as early as this day started, I cannot believe it's coming to an end. 3 rope drops in one day!
Whoa, 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 Biscuit, back it up. I forgot at this point my DJI had run out of storage space, so I was recording everything on my phone, and while I did it vertically, I didn't do it horizontally! So here are our reactions from what happened but you haven't seen.
We are off monsters. Kitty's first and second time. Team members, we love you! Kitty, what did you think?
Oh, it was amazing. The animatronics are just unreal.
Yeah. Just off Curse of the Werewolf. Can't see anything. I got you. What did you think, Kitty?
Oh my gosh, it's so different.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it.
The swing launch, the back front, oh my goodness, I'm gonna trip. The front, back, front got me the first time. We didn't spin that much, which I'm grateful for, but I really enjoyed it, especially at night and in the back row. Great ride. On to the next. Stardust Racers, yellow front row. Kitty! What'd you think?
Oh my gosh, so amazing.
Velocity or Stardust?
Oh, it's so hard.
I know. I don't know how to pick.
I can't pick.
I don't want to pick, but what I will say, that's what I'm saying. But the front row on the yellow side, night ride, woo, that is a tough ride to beat, but I don't know, I'm going to have to think about it a little more, but unbelievable. This has to be a daytime, nighttime experience because it is 2 completely different experiences, especially with the lights on the train and the dueling. It is simply unbelievable. Favorite ride of the day?
I would have to say Ministry of Magic, surprisingly.
That is a gag, but honestly, I'm not, I totally get it. It's a hot take because I like it way more than I thought I would. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right, bye. We started at Islands of Adventure with a rope drop for early entry at 8 a.m. at Hagrids. We got 3 rides in on VelociCoaster before rope dropping the Incredible Hulk, before quite literally speedwalk sashaying to the bust of rope drop over here at Epic, and starting our day on Stardust Racers, getting 2 rides there. We made it through a majority of the entire park, even with the weather holds and delays, and I just have to say, this park and this day epitomizes Epic. I don't think I've never been to a park that not only engulfs you in a completely different world, but creates experiences like none other. I think Isle of Berk has to be my favorite land and my favorite portal of them all, followed by Dark Universe. But everywhere you go, everywhere you look, between this unbelievable backdrop of the Grand Helios to the Constellation Carousel, this park is only going to get better and better and is undoubtedly one of the best amusement parks in the world. I'm gagged, I'm floored, and Epic Universe is the only name that is fitting for this park because it is just that. Insanely epic! And I have to give one more shout out to the team members here at Universal Studios, but more importantly, Epic Universe today. Team members, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, what you have done today to make this day what it has been goes beyond words. What you do every day for all of the people that come through these gates, thank you for all you do. It has been an unbelievable day, and that is in large part to you. Thank you for making this day. This is going to be so corny, but truly epic. I love you! Biscuits, I have to say again, if you've made it this far, you are a real one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support. And if you haven't yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications so every time I post a video, you can come and slay with me. And as always, I'm Jeremy, but you can call me Jerendelle. And as always, I will see you at the parks.
Bye!